I'm late as always. I must have fallen asleep. Either way, finally the kingdom is back after a break, and we are, well, it's basically confirmed that this king of Zhao is a tyrant through and through. Heh. But now he got even more confusing in my book. Yes, I am the Angry Enemy fan, and this is the Kingdom Chapter 517. Ribuku has the meeting with the king, and the king is, of course, treating him like garbage, blaming him from everything else. But what I meant to say is, this is where things get complicated. It's clear that the king is a pedophile. That is not a surprise. However, I thought he was a gay pedophile. Are you telling me he's actually a depraved bisexual pedophile? Because there is someone besides him that seems to be a woman, and he is very much caressing her breasts without even, although we do not see her breasts fully, casually caressing that without a care of the world. And it appears that in the chapter he even has a son, which brings even further creepiness to this all. Do you know what I meant to say? For a moment there, I was actually believing. Wait. Are you telling me that all those uh, uh, children that he plays with, you could one or more possibly be his sons? Or does he just have one blood son? Either way, the king is really creeping me out. Of course, the king is blaming all of this on Ribuku and saying that Ribuku is trying to make sense that saying that if Gyu were to fall, there will be only a matter of time before them will be at their throats. However, the Zhao king is arrogantly believing that's not the case because he he's he says that if that comes to that, then we will simply shut ourselves in here and live for decades because he do not care about Zhao, and he will not give Shin China to Zhao. And then he mentions some casualness because at that moment I will already have long succumbed to my illness. So wait. Are you telling me that the Zhao King is actually has some kind of disease? I mean, it will certainly explain his depravity. I mean, after all, didn't Rempa said that that guy was born twisted? However, he clearly, and honestly, with a loud voice also saying, it doesn't matter if the nation of Zhao, even though he won't give that to Shin China, he do not care about the citizens or the capital at all. And even Ribuku in his mind curses the king a little bit for this. But as he leaves the place, the Zhao king says that if you fail, all your lackeys will suffer death. So it's clear, as I've said so many times before, the Shin military is loyal to Ribuku, not to the king. Ribuku wanted the soldiers of Kantan to ride out with him, but the Zhao king stubbornly refused. Strangely enough, one actually begins to talk to Ribuku with a little bit more kindness, and that is the son of the Zhao king, Zhao Crown Prince Ka, aka Prince Jia, I think it was his Chinese name. And that's surprised me even more. You tell me someone as deprived as that king actually had a son? Ooh. It doesn't help with the fact that that son looks incredibly feminine. Again, I'm just pointing out that Zhao King could have some twisted fantasies. However, this seems that this Zhao Prince Kai is the one who is most aware, saying that he apologizes on his father's behalf and saying that he knows that what kind of disaster awaits them if everything happens. And he is prepared to ride out, but he doubts he will inspire more morals than the Zhao King. So he is given a little bit more encouragement to Ribuku that the Zhao King did not. Because Ribuku stubbornly believes that this era of the era of Prince Kai has become the Zhao time of light. However, that will not happen. Finally, also, we're switching back to Orson, who at long last explains the full scope of the strategy, saying that from now on, all many different armadas will try to liberate Gyo. However, according to Orson, only two of these armies are what they should be careful about. The first belongs to an army belonging to a city called Atsuyu, apparently a great city with that serves as lock and key to the capital's northwest reaches. And also the second, the army of Ryuso which has collided with the mountain bandits for a long time. So he leaves Kanki's army to solely focus their attack on Gyo, meaning that no one will watch them as their brutality actions. While he takes 10,000 men. No, he orders Heki with 10,000 men to ride out to Yontawa and give her backup. The fact that he screams that with a big yes sir is still, well, a little bit. I know you have a crush on Yontawa, but still. While the rest will handle the Asuyu army. Since the Yontawa is fighting with the Ryu army, the rest of the armies will handle the Asuyu army. The 70,000 men of the Osen army, the 5,000 of the Gyokyo army, the 5,000 of the Gakukai, and the 8,000 of the Haishin independent units will all ride out with the Osen's army in a total manpower of 88,000 men. As Ten points out that one army seems a little bit stacked, Osen comments that the reason why the Atsuyu army has most of the main forces is because he strongly believes Riboku will ride there. And he is proven correct, as Riboku at Kantan divides his own army. He's first giving orders to the deputy of Shunsuji to ride to Ryu and as a commander and take command of the men. He also mentions something like Koso Ryu as a talent man, you shall serve as his deputy. Well, yeah, maybe that's, or is that? I forgot who was Koso Ryu. The I don't know way. Either way, they will work together with the somewhat quirky Lord of Ryu. Does that mean that Shinshuyu is now the commander of the Ryu army? Well, who knows? Ibuku has faith in that man. And then he will tells the rest to join with him to... Oh wait, was maybe Koson Ryu was that fat guy who served as a right-hand man to Ribuku's right-hand man. Either way, the rest of the Ribuku army will join with the Asuyu army, just as Osen predicted, because Ribuku himself has also predicted that he is for sure that Osen will also ride out with all his might. In the end, as I said before, the first battle is a battle who has the most provisions, but now it is a battle of who is the stronger fighter. Is Gyo's fate will be liberation or capitulation? It is all now a battlefield on who can defeat who. At long last, this battle takes a little bit more interesting turn, with Shin finally joining Osen and an army attacking Riboku. That's going to be awesome. Finally has a chance to defeat Riboku's army's most terrifying armies. Of course, we cannot underestimate some of his fighters, especially the fact that those two secret soldiers that were right and left hand to a former Zhao Great Heaven. But I still wonder, will Kisu and his right-hand man also join with Riboku? Because then they're gonna meet Shin, and is the spear guy also gonna ride? Who knows? Either way, this is a battle that sure is gonna go down in history. All in all, we saw more of the Zhao King. I'm surprised he's bisexual. I thought for sure he was a homosexual pedophile. I mean, he's a pedophile nonetheless, but still, never really thought he was bisexual. Or maybe he isn't. He just had to get an heir. Although that still doesn't explain that seemingly woman uh, at the right of sand. Is that the queen, or is that just a concubine? Either way, it doesn't matter. The Zhao King is twisted in both mind and ambition. He only cares about himself, and it's clear that even Ribuku, a man who says that my country right and wrong, is not happy serving the the Zhao King. In fact, now his words to say makes even more sense. He once said, "If I could, I would have been happy serving a king like you." Now that makes even further sense. He is not happy serving the king, but he's doing that out of duty, but also because he believes that the king's heir, the prince, will be the one to guide Zhao to a glorious light. So he's waiting the time when and apparently the South King is saying he's suffering from illness, or is he saying that he's gonna live so long he's eventually going to suffer from an illness that will eventually kill him? Either way, it doesn't matter. All that matters is Zhao King is twisted, and he is bringing Zhao to the ruins. So I think that Qin China's liberation, I mean conquering of their place, is going to be cool. Who's gonna fight who? And most of all, will Rib? And now he still hasn't answered that one question though. Will Riboku bring his one secret weapon with him at the Asuyu army? If I were him, I would be stupid not to. But then again, that's a secret weapon. You never tell that you bring it. Moreover, that so-called secret weapon is not someone who rides on with a like that. But if you heard that Shin is riding, I think you get his intention. All in all, that's basically this chapter. Give me your thoughts if you have any.